Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Alright, I got the class tier list here for you. We're gonna discuss the classes, what I personally think is the best in the game. I haven't made anything, so the only thing that I set up was the tier list thing. I only got the names down. I don't necessarily have a specific icon for it, but that shall do. You know, you should be able to see where things are gonna go with this one. It's gonna serve the purpose. It's a single-use template anyway, so yeah, we're gonna be talking about every single class today. I'm gonna be telling you what I think are the pros, what are the cons, and let's get right to it. Now, first of all, before we start, very important, all of these classes are somewhat balanced, which means I highly doubt that I'm gonna get a D class in here, and I highly doubt that I'm gonna get a C class in here. So they're all gonna be probably ranging between B, A, and S tier, because like every class kind of does serve a purpose. There are a few that are a little bit lower than the other ones, but overall, if you enjoy being a warrior, then you can definitely make a warrior work. If you enjoy being a healer, but you also want to do some damage, like a battle healer or something, you can do that. And if you just want to go around, classically kill everything around you as a wizard, you can do that as well. So let's get going. And we're gonna start off with the wizard, actually. So the wizard is a class that I personally enjoy a lot. I like the class, especially with a little bit of lifesteal in it as well. I would definitely class the wizard as a... Oh wait, it actually doesn't show the entirety. I completely made... I cut out the entire thing, so it's gonna be the visor, okay? Not the wizard. That's weird. Why doesn't it show the full name? Okay, that's interesting. Anyways, yeah, the wizard is gonna go into the A class. It just is not strong enough, at least what I think, to be an S tier, but I've seen some people with some crazy equipment with the wizard. The wizard is also a very good farming class, so if you like to play solo, you know, if you ride solo like I do, I think the wizard is a perfect class because the E skill can definitely heal yourself up and give you some mana as well. I personally would say that the wizard probably has the best E skill in the game just because you can basically heal both up, and that's also the reason why it is very good for being a solo class, because you don't need anybody that heals you, you don't need anybody that buffs you otherwise. The wizard literally has everything in his own toolkit, and there's a lot of AoE potential. There's a lot of clearing speed potential, so the wizard is a very, very powerful class. You could potentially put it as an S tier. I'm gonna put it the best A tier probably, but yeah, that's what I got for you. Now let's talk about the warrior. Now the warrior is a class that I am not too much of a big fan with. My girlfriend played it, and I've seen other people play it as well, but it's not as popular as all of the other classes. You don't see that many warriors. Now the warrior has a pretty cool E skill. The E skill, every time I talk about E skill, it means like this special skill that they have, right? Is lifesteal, which is really, really interesting, but even if you're a mobile player, playing the wizard is not very fun. If you play it on a computer, you spinning it, I don't know if it necessarily really does it better when it comes to damage. There's a few spinning moves and stuff in there. It's alright. I don't necessarily see very much of use of the warrior right now. It's not bad by any means. They are all very well balanced classes. I would literally actually put him into the B tier. Some of you might be going like, okay, this guy's absolutely out of his mind. I'm trying to put it as of the general perspective, how many people are playing it and stuff like that, and you don't necessarily see a lot of warriors out there. Now, I might do it injustice in B tier because you can make every class good, but for me personally, and how I have viewed on how many people are playing the warrior, it's going to be in the B tier. It's not the C, not the D, but yeah. Alright, so the ranger. Now it's gonna get a little bit interesting. I have made my ranger work. My ranger can clear up to swamp lands, like to medium probably, maybe even harder if I try hard. I think it is a very good A tier, especially with the projectiles. The wizard, the projectile penetration. The wizards and the rangers, they got an update probably 2 updates ago, where you can shoot through enemies now. The armor is getting penetrated and hits the person behind it. Before that, you could literally put it into the B tier, and maybe even the wizard as well. But right now, with that new penetration update, I would definitely say that they're in the A tier. For myself, if I would make a tier list, judging on just what I think, I would put it into the S tier because I'm really good with rangers. Same goes with wizards, you know. I would probably put all of the ones that I made main into S tier, but I think the wizard is a little bit more versatile. The ranger's E move I don't like that much, but you can make it work very well, especially because you get some attack speed to that as well. You can literally make like a machine gun build out of it. You know what? I actually might make a video on this one. I did try to change him between. I did try to change the stats between strength and dex, which is really good because he gets a lot more attack speed and also some crit chance percentage. So ranger is really good, definitely worth checking out. It's a really strong class. Now let's talk about the healer. The healer is still for me going to be into the S tier, and it is going to be the only one in S tier. And the reason for that is the following. The healer is really good at doing everything. You can heal your teammates, you can heal yourself, you can do damage, you can literally tank, and you can tank with the healer. I used to tank a lot with the healer as well. So if you have the right equipment, you can make the healer work in anything. You can make a battle healer that heals just, I mean, if you want to play solo, you can play with a healer. It doesn't have the attack speed because it is lacking attack speed a little bit, and also some of the skills that are a little bit, you know, wonky and dodgy. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. If you start out playing this game, dungeon leveling, I highly suggest you to play as a healer first, because I did that the same way. And once you kind of got enough from the healer, once you like almost maxed him out and you just go like, okay, now I'm getting a bit bored of that, you can go and switch to any other damaging class. I highly suggest wizard, assassin, ranger. These are the ones that I would advise you to play after playing the healer. Now the good thing is you can also solo very well with it, but you can also do some great content with it, because if you go into the game and you search for a game, you know, for a group, you will always find people that are looking for a good healer, trust me. So if you want to look for leveling up fast in the game, you can play dungeon content, like group content with other people by using the search function in the lobby system. You can always find good games as a healer. So yeah, there you go. Healer is for me absolutely S tier. I don't play healer. But I see many people play healer. People like it. And yeah, let's get to the tank. The tankaroonies. Now the tank for me personally would go into the B tier, but the tank, it would even go behind the warrior. But the tank is unkillable, but it also doesn't do that much of damage. So you can make it work. Again, you can make it a tank that does a lot of damage. You can make a tank that is unkillable. I mean, you can do a lot of things with the tank. I'm gonna put it into the better B tier. As of, I see more people playing a tank than a warrior. You could argue to put it right at the end of the A tier with a tank because of the unkillableness, and you can also, you know what, I'm gonna put it into the A tier. And am I though? This is a difficult one. Because not many people play tank. There is always a request for it. People always need a tank in group content. Is he good though in solo content? No, he is not. Is he strong like he's doing doing a lot of damage? No. So I'm gonna keep him in the B tier. I'm gonna keep him as a very good B tier. He's situational. It is situational. It depends. If you want to do group content, he's gonna go right up here, probably even S tier, because he basically makes people be alive. If you're a solo player, he's gonna go down here, because, you know, he's not gonna do anything. 1 second, I have to type something to somebody right now, in a video right now. But thanks. There's somebody in the game. I'm in thingy on the name, but thanks. Yeah, so tank is right. I would put it into the good B tier. You could potentially put it as a good A tier. It is up to you what you think is better, but I think just by the whole world, you know, what the people are playing, I would put him into B tier. Now we're gonna talk about my main class, the class that I'm maining, which is the assassin. I have to be careful of being not too biased. Now, the assassin has weaknesses. That's what I like about the class as well. The assassin has a lot of weaknesses, but it is very strong in PvP. I mean, this is a PVE list right now, okay? I'm gonna make a tier list for the PvP probably tomorrow after tomorrow. So, assassin. Very strong in PvP, but we're gonna keep that out of the focus. It is strong in in PVE. You have to make him work for solo content, but it is very much so possible. But he's expensive. He's going to be very expensive. It's a very class in demand. Many people are going to be looking for daggers. Many people are going to be looking for duelist or assassin's parts. They are very, very, very... I mean, it's also good because many people are selling it, but it's quite difficult to get it, you know, to have a good assassin build. It's not easy. I had to try around a lot. I had to I had to waste a lot of money already on restats because I had to try around with him. I would put him, for me personally, he would go here. But that is not realistic. I'm gonna put him into the A tier. I personally believe, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put him in between the wizard and the ranger for a main reason. I think the wizard is just more versatile than the assassin. The wizard can do a lot of damage, right now in the entire game, I would say that assassin is the highest damage dealer. But when we come to take a look at the whole versatility of the class, I would think that the wizard is actually a little bit better because it can heal itself. The wizard can give himself mana points back. So there's a lot of things you can tweak with the wizard that you can't with the assassin, because the main issue with the assassin is the survivability of the character or the class. The survivability is, you know, you have to sometimes stat some endurance in it. You have to work around with a little bit of strength, maybe even a little bit of dexterity. Depends on what kind of gear you have, what kind of params you have. It is the highest damage dealing class in the entire game as of now. I think I'm critting around 700, which is crazy with the assassin. So I sometimes go by and just one shot literally everybody. He does want to have 20% critical chance though. Same goes for the ranger. The ranger and assassin, they both want critical chance. Very, very important. And this is my tier list. This is what I think of what everybody thinks. I'm gonna quickly do my tier list now of what I personally think, what I really like. So I would put this one, I would put the wizard into the top ranges. I would put this one here, the healer's definitely in there. I would put the tank into, for me personally, I don't like him very much, and I'm gonna put those in there. So this would be my tier list, what I think, because I am really good. I can solo with all of these three characters. I can solo with assassin, wizard, and ranger. They're absolutely S tier in my eyes, personally, but you know, it is the way, whatever you want. So that is the tier list that I have. I imagine somebody skipping to now and they just see this, they're gonna be like, oh my god, this guy's crazy. So the actual proper tier list would be this, put the assassin in between, put the warrior here, maybe the tank in front. So I would put that. The good thing about this game is that it's very balanced. The C and D tier, there's no class where I would say, nope, I don't need those guys, you know, whatever. And yeah, that's it. That's my tier list. What do you think? Tell me in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Peace.